Happy October. Are we still in Libra? I feel like we may have gone into Scorpios season, to be honest. Yeah. Alright, so yeah. So we're in, actually, alrighty. Oh. Alright, anyways, sorry. I'm gonna probably delete that. So I felt like on my channel, people seem to like the Ascension Awakening style videos, So I'm happy to do tap into the starseed energies. Let's see what's out here. We have delight, but upside down. So somebody is not delighted. Wow. All right. Well, these three wanted to come out first, which has me feeling like, no thanks. This has me feeling like, this might end up being what the message comes back to if I try to delay it. So I'm just going to put it out here to start with. So this is weird. I don't like it. I don't like when I do readings and the first few cards are all upside down. So this is like synchronicities, but somebody's not getting their synchronicities and not connecting. Oh, so so the light is upside down. So somebody is like upset and not connecting to spirit, so they're not getting their synchronicities. But there's a natural rhythm. And look at that swirl. I've seen a lot of readings out in the collectives the past few days about swirls. So I feel like that's something. So what do we got here? We have confusion. So I feel like, yeah, so somebody is feeling upset because they're confused because they're not getting their synchronicities, But there is a sweetness. So see, this is it's a weird mix. So you have somebody, they have some sweetness and natural rhythm going on, but for some reason they're just still not connecting. They're still not connecting. Oh yeah, because they're not going within. Well, that explains it. And so now they're not manifesting. Well, that explains why they're upset. All right. So, but out here it's saying to align. So I don't know who this message is for, but if you've been trying to manifest something and it's not coming through for you and you don't understand why, it's because you need to go within. You need to reconnect with spirit. You need to go in, because as long as you refuse to go within and connect to spirit, you are not going to manifest whatever this is that you're trying to get at. It looks like you are trying to connect with something, like you're trying to make something happen, because if you could get this connection with somebody, it's going to bring you a lot of delight, but it hasn't happened yet. And so it's made you feel confused. So we're going to look at why that is real quick. So, Holy Spirit, why is this person, they need to go within? What is it that they're missing? Why is it so confusing? Because there's something that you need to work on with forgiveness. So there's something in your life that you need to work on for forgiveness. If I see this forgiveness card, there it is. All right, well, I'm going to take these because it just keeps coming out when I'm shuffling. So there's forgiveness. Oh, well, I won't. All right. For a minute, I thought this was transition. I was like, if that's transitions again, I'm going to take that. All right. So you're trying to manifest something and it's not happening because you're not being willing to forgive. And we get back the energy we put out. So when we're unwilling to forgive other people for the wrongs that were done against them, when we need forgiveness, we're not being forgiven either, right? So, but there is resilience here. So I feel like this resilience that I should take it, and that goes with this natural rhythm. But like, you know, Jesus told a story about, he told that story about, that man who was like who the Lord went and threw the man in prison. And so, because he owed the debt. And he was like, please, Lord, don't put me in prison. I have a family. I have this, and this. I need to do this. Please forgive my debt, right? And, I feel like I should take this. So this also has to do with somebody's father because of their inner calling. Interesting. So maybe somebody needs to forgive their father. They need to forgive their father. But anyways, like in that one parable, and so the Lord had mercy on that guy and let him go back to his life and forgave his debt. But it just so happens that like right after he was set free, he went to somebody else who owed him money and was harassing and not having mercy on somebody else who owed him. And so word got back to the king about how that was happening. And so he called that man back into him and he said, I forgave you and I let your debt go. And now you leave here to go harass somebody else. Like you couldn't give somebody else the same grace that I've just shown you. And so he threw him back in jail and he had no reprieve. And he wasn't even willing to hear anything he had to say about the matter. And I feel like, forgiveness is such a really important thing, And people don't always realize that forgiveness, when you forgive people, forgiveness doesn't mean that if somebody's wronged you, that what they did was okay. Forgiveness does not make what they did okay. Forgiveness also doesn't mean that you have to create space in your life and keep them present. Your forgiveness does not obligate you to give somebody your presence, okay? Forgiveness and presence are not the same thing. So you can forgive somebody and just let it go. You can be like, you know what? You did what you did, said what you said. This is what that situation was. It is what it is. And I'm just letting this go and leaving it behind me. And I'm going to go chase my dream because I have an inner calling. And here's the sun energy that's out here, I feel like. That. Yeah, and then here's family again. So I definitely feel like whoever this is for, you were trying to manifest in a connection in your life. But right now, Spirit is not allowing this to come together. So this little chain, we have a little chain that we're building up right here. And this whole chain has to do with this centering around forgiveness in your father. So I don't know, Spirit's not showing me what your father's done, but it is showing me that like this situation with learning how to forgive your father, once you can let go of that to get on this path to chase your dream, you'll get into the sun energy. And I feel also by you forgiving him will allow you to, I feel like there's things in your family that are going on and they will open up, but it's really contingent. There's a lot of family energy. So this whole reading is like, even though your connection you're trying to manifest isn't within your family, but if you manifest like a love interest or a new best friend or whoever this new connection you're trying to make, if you're trying to manifest this into your life, I mean, you know, uh, you're going to be bringing in, you know, this, this person into your family energy. So, you can't, like, people like to pretend that, like, getting with people doesn't mean that they have to do anything with your family. And you might think that at first, but after a while, it comes back and it can become an issue. Trust me, I speak from experience. I've been through that. Yeah, see, and at the bottom is a journey. You're on the journey right now. So this experience you're having, I believe that Spirit specifically has you in a lesson because you need to learn lessons about forgiveness and about what forgiveness means. So, but you can't just say that you forgive somebody. You have to actually do it. And a lot of people don't realize that, like, forgiveness has a lot to do with our ability to heal from the traumas and things that happen to us. So it's like, as long as you're not able to let go of the anger and hurt over what happened to you, then you're like not gonna be able to let that go. And I feel like that's such a tragedy, because you have here that you have this inner calling that we also saw right before Father. You have resilience, so you have a really resilient spirit. You have the inner calling, the dream, you have everything. It's like everything is here that you need to go do this, but you're being blocked behind this whole key of forgiveness. And this is going to be a huge thing for you going forward. So, like, we did see before when we were looking at where you've been. So you've had a sweet life, you have a lot of natural rhythm. So it's like, all this stuff you want to do, I feel like is totally meant for you. It is. But Spirit is also not going to allow you to do it if you don't learn this lesson about forgiveness. So you're not going to be able to have both. You're not going to be able to take your old grudges with you into this next phase of your life. So, here, come on. I'm gonna close this out with a Rumi Oracle card. And I have been trying to keep these a little bit shorter, because people stop watching after 5 or 6 minutes. So I'm trying to, like, shorten them and become more brief, which is really hard for me because sometimes I'm just wordy, I'm, like, really wordy. I super love these. And I felt like I should. We have one. Any more? This one? Alright. So, this is the one. And it says, one I seek and one I know. One I see and one I will. Or one I call. Oh, we had inner calling. I feel like this is totally echoing that. No aspect of your life is separate from your spiritual journey. Oh, see, I was just saying that. It seems like they're not connected, but they are. So it says, all is unfolding according to the divine genius, and there's a sweet shift in store for you. Though circumstances may appear dire and you may feel despair, there is an avenue through which fulfillment and resolution will be granted. Peace to you, friend. The avenue, I'm telling you right now, I can tell you with 100% certainty, this avenue is attached to this forgiveness, because when I picked up this deck and kept shuffling, I saw this card like 3 or 4 times right in a row. That's for you, friend. And so we also have this one. And this is, and it says, she offers sacred wine, so drink. Pour that precious wine over the frozen cries of skeptics until their words become warm and their nays become yays. You're being offered a gift that is beyond your current understanding. Trust in what will happen and trust that you will be cared for. You know, And I feel like this is a great reassurance, because somebody right now who's feeling confused and not catching their synchronicities, the universe is saying to you right now that you just need to trust, okay? It's coming together. There's totally a plan. Everything is going to work out for you. You're just right now, you're stuck on this lesson about forgiveness. So, whatever this is that you are struggling with in regards to this issue you have with your father, you need to work on this, because resolving, you know, the point of forgiveness, it isn't for them, it's for you. Because when you forgive, you're also forgiving yourself, and then you're going to find peace in your heart. And when you find that peace in your heart, I believe that's a huge part of unlocking all the rest of this. So, and that's all I have for you for this one. Thank you.